Broken Tee Society. I am back with your short game coach for the index experiment, Mr. Parker McLachlin, aka Short Game Chef. Coach, we've done a lot of nice, tidy work on beautiful, perfect, pretty lies. People in Discord want us to dirty it up because that is the reality of our rounds. Yep. So we're in some, talk to me about the rough here at TPC Scottsdale. Talk to me about some of the lies that we're going to encounter throughout the golf course, and then how are we going to manipulate what we've already learned and tweak and change, especially with a shot like this where we're short-sighted. This is a shot we're going to see a lot. How are we going to execute this?
Yeah, so what I always like to say is that every lie tells a story. You just have to read and understand what is that story saying.
That's beautiful.
And then you have to make a plan of attack from there.
Yes.
So every single lie is going to tell a story. This lie, it tells me that there's a lot of grass behind the ball, and there's not a lot of cushion underneath. This ball is like sitting all the way at the bottom. So for me, this lie is usually going to mean the ball is going to come out real fast. So I need to play chess rather than play checkers. I need to do things in the opposite fashion to try to slow this golf ball down.
Okay, so you're reading the story of this lie as it's sitting at the bottom, and it's kind of like, what is this, a Bermuda?
This is a Bermuda rough, yep.
Yeah, sort of mix. It's kind of a fine Bermuda. This is sitting down, there's nothing underneath it, and you're saying this ball's coming out hot.
Yep, this is coming out hot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have that club face open. I'm gonna have the shaft in a neutral spot. I'm gonna get my ball position slightly forward here.
Okay.
So I wanna catch this thing as I'm releasing it. I wanna catch it towards as I'm the most possible release so that I can get it up in the air.
Is it a bunker feel almost?
It's a bunker feel, absolutely.
Okay.
That's really our feel here. Is a bunker type of a release. So a lot of hinge, a lot of release. I'm always going to try to take some practice swings to get a feel for how much is the grass giving way underneath. Is it really soft? Is it just going to give right away, or am I feeling a lot of bounce? That's going to play into how I'm going to play this shot.
Okay.
So I can feel that this thing has a little bit of give, so I know I can go down pretty hard at it and it's not going to give way. I'm going to feel that nice release, and what I see a lot and what I don't want you to do is when you're sitting in the rough like this, the common thought is, I got to go get the ball first. I got to find a way to like chop down and get ball first. My thought is, I want to embrace the grass that's behind the ball. And I want to understand that this grass behind the ball, I'm going to try to use it as a bit of a cushion.
Right.
I'm not going to get in here and I'm going to get set and be like, I got to hit ball first. I got to get down. I got to chop down and hit ball first.
Well, that's interesting why you said this is, what you read this is coming out fast, because a lot of us would look at this and see all of this grass behind the ball and think this is going to come out soft, right? And we need to give it extra hit.
Yep.
But you're saying that if you use it to your advantage, you can get it to come out softer.
Yes. So with the open face, you know, for me, that's my way of slowing this down. Now I'm still going to bring a lot of speed to this, right? I'm not going to swing slow, but I'm going to bring speed and I'm going to bring a release that hopefully allows me to get this thing to come out high and soft. And you can see my follow through, right?
Nice thump at the bottom.
Yeah, follow through was where I was done right here.
Yep.
But I fully released it. You know, if I came in here and gave one of those where I'm like trying to make a big full follow through, it's not going to come out high and soft. Okay.
Yep.
It almost does the opposite. So as we move over, this one here, let's say this one, we're not going to put this one quite as far down. So you can kind of see that one sitting up.
Yep.
But there's a bunch of grass behind it. Even though it looks like a better lie than this, I think this is actually a more tricky lie.
Interesting. Why? Because there's more cushion below the ball?
There's more cushion below.
This is the old Johnny Miller that he, absolutely loved to say, like, this is going to hit the top of the face.
Yes.
Nothing bothered him more than pros hitting off the top of the face with the ball sitting up, right?
So this is where I change the setup and I'll go ball position more back in my stance.
Okay.
Because I want to catch it earlier in the arc. Okay? So I'll go ball position more back in my stance. I'll have the face still a little bit open. Shaft is still going to be fairly neutral. And I'll try to just play for it to hit slightly high on the face. But if I were to play it here, I'd hit it really high on the face and it would come out really dead and it wouldn't go anywhere. So I'm going to go ball position a little bit more back. hits a little high on the face, but I actually got decent contact. My worry with that shot is that it's going to come out, if I release it, that it comes out like that. That's my worry with that one. So I want to play the opposite on that. And so I hit that one to like 15 feet. Not my best shot, but I'm having a putt for par. This one here, if I don't play it properly, now I'm chipping again for par.
Absolutely.
So I'm trying to just at least give myself, stack the odds a little bit more in my favor to try to have a putt for par on this.
Okay. Now what about this lie right here?
This one here, there's a lot of grass behind this. So this one looks like it's really gonna come out low. Sitting all the way at the bottom. It almost looks like when I'm setting my club there that I'm like the leading edge is right at the middle of the golf ball.
Yeah.
So it sort of tells me I gotta get really steep with this guy.
Yeah.
I gotta go really down after this one. And I've gotta come in there with a real open face and a lot of release, because this ball, to me, it's either gonna come out right here if I don't bring enough speed, or if I do bring speed, it's gonna come out really fast. So I'm gonna try to offset sort of the one that comes out fast. I'm gonna swing fast, hit really steep with it, and have a really good release. But look at my follow through.
I mean, it's almost a plug to lie shot.
Yeah, look at my follow through literally stopped right where the ball was. But it's not like that I'm going this way, it's just like.
And is that intentional?
Yeah.
That you're trying to do that?
Yeah, because as I build this steep angle of attack, I can't go like steep angle of attack and then have like a full follow through. So it's like, it's steep angle of attack and then I'm done.
Sure.
So my goal is to really make sure that I build that steep angle of attack, because this lie told me that's what it needed.
Let's talk about, real quick to wrap up, expectations for this shot, right? You find yourself with that plug lie that you just saw, the buried all the way at the bottom, grass all around it, and you're short-sighted here. What should our expectations be? What's a good shot?
I would say short-sighted like this, anything inside of 15 feet would be a great shot. Anything inside of 15 feet.
And do the pros feel the same?
I would say the pros, I mean, we're delusional, right? We always expect it to be tap-ins, and we're mad if it's not. But I would say in general, the best thing to do is something on the green inside of 15 feet so you know you got a chance to make your par.
When you were playing, which one would you rather see of the three lies?
The one that's sitting down is much easier.
Why?
Because I know exactly what it's going to do. The one that's sitting up a little bit but has a little bit of grass behind it, even though it looked like a better lie because you could see more ball, it was actually way more difficult to read and way more difficult to adjust and get it to come out the right distance.
Yeah.
The one that's sitting all the way at the bottom, it's like, yep, it's a bad lie, but I know exactly how to play it, And I know that if I just build steep angle of attack, I'm gonna have a good chance to get this thing out. You saw the worst lie actually turned out the best out of those three, and the best lie, quote unquote best lie, actually turned out the worst. I think it's much easier to hit that shot right there that's sitting way down than it is to hit the one that, has a bunch of grass around it, behind it, but it's sitting up and it's like, oh, that's a pretty good lie. And then you hit it like 3 feet and you're like, I hate this game.
Yeah. Relatable. So you're reading a story and then you're actually pulling in some bunker technique.
Yeah, there's a lot of bunker here.
Yeah, and if you want to learn more about bunker play and how that you can pull this in, there's a video right here that you can watch that, which Parker teaches me how to stop shanking and sculling bunker shots. So thank you, Coach.
You got it.